Hi everyone, welcome back to the Divine Feminine Energy channel. So in today's pick a card reading, we're looking into what compliments people give you behind your back. So what positive things do people say about you? You can pick one or multiple of these piles and let's get started. Hi Pawan and welcome to the Divine Feminine Energy channel. So in today's pick a card reading, we're going to see what positive things people are saying to you behind your back. So like what compliments do you get? What do people talk about like in a very positive sense? So we're just gonna start off for pile 1. Spirit, what positive things, what compliments do... Oh, okay, do pile 1 receive kind of behind their back. We have the card of dance. So maybe there is something about you guys, like for example, I do feel drawn to the body, kind of the way that you move. But this is also the card of you guys' ability to flow with certain situations, as well as like something about your appearance might be quite sensual. The way, like I said, like the way that you walk or the way that you like kind of flow through life in general. To a lot of people it seems like there is a sense of optimism in which with which you do things as well, is kind of what I'm getting. Or people think that you might actually have very good rhythm, or you're a very good dancer, for example. People might talk about that, or just kind of the way that your body moves is also what I'm hearing. So that's interesting. What else? What compliments do pile 1 get behind their back, spirits? All right, well, this makes a lot of sense. We have energy work, and we have, oh, I didn't even see this one underneath it. So I like that it came out like that, because kind of the message, what I'm getting is that people notice that you're a very spiritual person. You've done a lot of work on yourself, and with this build strength underneath it, it's kind of like what has made you become like this strong is kind of the inner work that you did on yourself. So people see like you've really found kind of like the inner peace by working on yourself, and it's kind of what gives you the strength to maybe even have a more positive mindset, or to be able to flow like with life a lot more. And what I'm also seeing that with build strength and dance, maybe some of you guys, or at least that's what the compliments are about, you having quite a nice body, or you work on your body by, for example, dancing, or some of you might do like boxing or doing anything where you work out. And this is paying off physically, but a lot of you, this is also paying off for you guys energetically, because working on yourself physically, but as well, like I'm seeing emotionally and mentally, is really helping you guys kind of exude quite a peaceful, flowing aura. And people really notice that about you. Like this person has a really nice vibration to them, where they come off as quite strong, but at the same time, like they also come off as someone who really enjoys life or flows with things, and is quite peaceful in a way as well. So maybe you guys have a bit of that dynamic of, you know, being peaceful from within, but also like if you need to fight for something, or if you need to stand up for yourself, or anything like that, that you're able to do that as well. Like I do see a fighter spirit, but the fact that it kind of was hidden is maybe the fact that it doesn't show right away. So when people just get to know you, they see this peaceful, they see this kind of happy go lucky type of personality to you. But when people actually get to know you, they see that you're quite a fighter, that you've been through quite a lot, and that you had to build a lot for yourself, that you didn't get this mentality just freely. You know, you had to work on yourself, and your confidence is based on deeper from within. And like I said, a lot of talk about the physique as well, like the physical strength that you guys might have, or whatever it is that you guys do that makes your body look really good, is what I'm hearing. Let's see a little bit more compliments that Pal 1 gets behind the scenes, Spirit. What is it that people compliment them on? All right. Yeah. So I do feel like with the devil in reverse, like a lot of you, yes, I would say you are very attractive people, but what people actually compliment you on is that even though, like, especially like the physique does stand out to me here, you guys don't really give into certain temptations maybe that other people do. Like you might not like you like to dance and anything like that, but you might not, dance or show your body for the sign of needing attention or for anything like that, but because you guys really have found some sort of inner confidence, and this is really what stands out about you as well. So we have the Six of Pentacles in reversed. So I don't know why, but I always, when this card comes out, I feel like maybe some people from your past also do like still talk about you or notice that you guys have like grown up, is kind of the word that I'm getting here, like really grown up. And I do feel like with this card, it always gives me the energy of your vibration or your energy can have people kind of get stuck on you, but there is something about you freeing yourself. There is a very freeing energy. So maybe you're freeing yourself from, for example, people or habits that weren't good for you. Maybe in the past, you did go party or you did engage in certain behaviors that um, might have been toxic, or with people that might have been toxic or anything like that. And there is something about you guys letting go and freeing yourself from a lot of those toxic energies, and maybe especially people who knew you before you kind of went to your transformation and glow up. They kind of still talk about like how you move. So not just in a physical sense, but quite literally like how you move through with the Ten of Swords, some of the toughest times in your life, because you guys have been that Ten of Swords energy. You might have been someone who really dealt with like depression or anything else, very like anxiety or overwhelming feelings of like sadness or pain in your life. But through it all, you found a way to work on yourself and reconnect with a sense like of peace and a sense of happiness, and really build yourself up from that Ten of Swords, because you guys are now being kind of seen as a Queen of Pentacles. So a lot more stable maybe than you once felt. You now feel a lot more stable. You feel a lot more secure within your physical body. This is coming through very strong. Like people might think, wow, this person could have people at their feet right now. Like they look so good, they've blown up. But there's also like some people might think that you've become a little bit colder, but it's not that you've necessarily become colder. I think you've just become more selective to who you give your energy to, because always with this like winter or snowy type of climate, I also think about this aura of giving off that you're, choosing you. And some people might see that as cold, but it's not cold. It's like you guys have gotten your priorities straight a lot more, and now you're just fighting for the things that truly resonate with you and you know that you deserve. Like the Queen of Pentacles give me this very elegant and luxurious vibe here as well. Like people might even see you as someone who really has the potential to be successful. And yeah, a lot of you, like I'm seeing like natural beauty here as well, like someone who just learned to take very, very good care of herself. And it's funny that we have like this picture of a man like at her feet people might think or might say it as a compliment, like, oh, this person might have people at her feet. But in reality, I think you guys actually just focus a lot more on yourself right now than all of the people around you, because maybe you used to be like that and now you've learned to kind of like fight for yourself and what you feel like is important to you. But there's this air of like sensuality. Maybe you have some like Taurus placements, for example. Kind of what I'm getting here, the vibe at least, kind of regal, elegant, and strong. Through this all, you've built a lot of strength, you've matured a lot, you've gotten yourself out of some very heavy situations, is what I'm hearing. Let's do a couple like these written, oh, sorry, oh, messages to see what compliments does pile one gets. All right, yeah, we have intimacy. So this is interesting. This is about you guys not letting people get so close to you unless it kind of adds up with the vision that you have for yourself and you know what you deserve. Yeah, and we have past lives. So maybe that's a clue for some of the people talking about you is, for example, people that have known you from the past, that have seen some sort of like glow up. Well, not some sort of. I feel like a real glow up here as well. So that's interesting. Let's do a couple of zodiac messages and then a written message to see what compliments pile one is given behind their backs. What compliments, what positive things. Yeah. Oh wow. Again, there's like kind of a card underneath the card that I'm not seeing. So this is about your layers. This is about certain things that people didn't expect or didn't see, maybe when they knew you, and now it's becoming more visible and it's actually impressive. We have new moon in Pisces, meditate and contemplate. Yeah, I pick up on you guys also like just working on your health in general. I don't know why I necessarily get that with Pisces, but it's just a strong vibe that I'm getting. Working on your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. And you guys are also like very intuitive, very compassionate people. That's how a lot of people kind of knew you. Like you've always shown a lot of that energy out. But people didn't expect you to have that, fighter spirit, or cut people off when you needed to cut them off and choose you when you needed to choose you. And the fact that that's coming out more is kind of surprising. But people also talk about like you and your faith that you have. Like, for example, a lot of us on this channel obviously are spiritual people. So there's this talking about you having faith more so not just in the plan, but also like in yourself, and relying on your inner strength to get you where you're meant to go in life. And people have seen this transformation and they actually are impressed by it. Yeah, we have Show the World the Real You, full moon in Aquarius. Again, like you decided to maybe speak up or show more people or even tell people, for example, about what you've been through, or like have helped people heal in one way or another. And the more open you've been about like your journey, the more people actually felt drawn to all that you've gone through and how you kind of been healing yourself and getting up on your feet again. And there is like this kind of thing that people might not understand. Like people might sometimes describe you as having gotten colder or more distant, but it's not that. It's like you guys just got closer to yourself and stopped letting people maybe walk all over you, or just giving and giving without receiving back. So people do maybe say sometimes, oh, this person has become more distant or more cold, but it's not necessarily like that. It's coming from a place of protecting yourself, protecting your peace, and knowing your worth and knowing what's meant for you and what isn't, what has been a lesson and what is supposed to come with you, you know, during this time. So let's close it off with some written messages. I love this energy, by the way, you guys. I love like the fighter spirit that's coming out in this reading. I love it. And you guys are beautiful. Let's see, like any final compliments that Pal, um, yeah, any final compliments for Pal 1? One more card, please. Yeah, so this is kind of what I'm getting. There is an air of sensuality. We have hot girl summer, so a lot of you guys, like I said, have blown up. People notice the physical glow up, especially like a lot of you like working out more or anything like that. There's a very seductive air to you as well, is definitely what I'm getting. Like, because you guys are feeling more confident within your energy, people are sensing that and they're like, wow, this person may have the ability to be around way more people, for example. But you guys have always been beautiful people, but now you're feeling it way more and it's exuding from you. Your vibration is rising. Anything, anyone unalive must go. That's it. Your vibration is getting higher and automatically you guys, well, I don't want to say automatically, you've had to do that work, but you have eliminated a lot of things and even people that weren't really contributing to your happiness anymore. Yeah, we have endings and beginnings. So that's again transformation. That's kind of what people are talking about. Like, wow, I didn't expect this person to climb up after, you know, all the sadness and all the heartbreak and kind of the way that I known them. I didn't expect them to come up 10 times stronger, you know, with deep transcendental love, and learn to love themselves, because this is more about you guys finding self-love than anything else necessarily. People might see like, oh, now that they have, you know, all these people loving them. I don't think that's what this is actually about. This is actually about you guys finding the love within yourself or the healing within yourself to transform and to become stronger, to build yourself up again. And that's what people are talking about. All right, Pawan, I'm gonna leave the reading as it is. I also uploaded Sagittarius season blessings and messages, all that you need to know on my Patreon. So may you want to check that out. The link is in the description box. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. Have a beautiful day. Bye. Hi Baltu, welcome to the reading. So we're going to see what compliments are you given behind your back, what positive things do people say about you behind your back. So that's very interesting. We're only going to focus on the positive things though. So for Pile 2 Spirit, what compliments is Pile 2 given behind their backs? Alright, we're gonna see what this is about. I do feel like one thing that people are really talking about is how you guys are very much in sync, like with your intuition. We have sync with the moon. So a lot of you guys might have been, for example, speaking up more on how, you know, you are affected by the energies around you or anything like that. And people do notice this about you. They're like, wow, this person actually, for example, some of you might do something like a craft with use your hands. I do think about like tarot reading or anything else, maybe something artistic, something creative, where you really show your interest, or you just show something that is very dear to you. And people actually do notice that you are very talented at whatever it is that you do. So for some of you, I'm seeing like your interest, for example, like in astrology or in tarot or in something completely different, something artistic. People do talk about what it is that you do. And the emphasis is on the heart chakra for you guys. So people do say like, wow, Pal 2 is really like in tune with what they are speaking about or what they are putting out. And this really comes from a place of like passion, maybe this one thing that you guys have been doing. like your art or your craft, has been helping you guys even with your sense like of self-love with all these positive affirmations. So maybe it's helped you find yourself, or maybe it's helped you like kind of blossom into, you know, who you are becoming. So people might actually do talk about your talent on something, something you do that really resonates with you deeply, for example, is kind of what I'm getting. And I like that because for some of you, this might be something a little bit unconventional in a way. And there's something about the hands. So, yeah, to me, like the hands can really correspond to creativity because we do create a lot with our hands here as well. So that is kind of the first message that I'm getting for you, Pile 2. Let's see a little bit more about what compliments Pile 2 is given behind their backs. What positive things do people say about Pile 2? All right, what I also like with Sync with the Moon, for a lot of you, what people actually do talk about is like your feminine energy, because the moon talks about this nurturing, intuitive side that I feel like a lot of you guys definitely have, like a beautiful heart. And I think people actually really like that about you, and they might talk about like a side of you that's quite caring here as well, or where you really kind of like speak or do things from the heart, and that is something that people really like, because we also have the sweet treat, and this is always the card of, you know, you guys really like nurturing or being very caring in a way is kind of what I'm getting that people pick up on. So we also have the Ten of Cups in reverse. So like there is something about you guys. Maybe especially for some of you, I feel like kind of what people know you for, maybe also a bit longer ago, like some people from the past kind of known you as someone who's very caring, who gives a lot. Look at this picture, like the woman is giving a lot and the man is not even that open for it, because you guys are natural givers. You naturally have, with this moon energy, a very healing energy to you. You want to, you know, be kind and sweet to people and offer them something, offer maybe especially emotionally, like give them some sort of love or care, for example. But what I'm actually seeing is the message here is that maybe in the past you guys kind of did that. But sometimes, for example, people took advantage of it, or, you know, you realized that it wasn't really your highest good. So maybe you guys have found a way, and this is very interesting, to heal without losing your kindness and sweetness. You guys are like the Ten of Pentacles. I'm picking these cards more for the imagery than the, you know, than the act. This is not a Ten of Pentacles. I'm sorry, Ten of Cups. I'm picking these cards for the imagery, because what I'm seeing is, as it comes out in reverse, you guys have learned to still be kind, be sweet, be healing to people without overextending it to others, especially those maybe that not even want it. You guys have learned to kind of channel that energy more inwards than outwards, and this is something that actually has been very healing for you guys, because, for example, I do see some of you might have a platform where you do share a lot of this healing with others, and there's kind of this energy of maybe some people, you know, if they're not open to do the healing within themselves, they're also not going to be open to someone, you know, maybe trying to talk to them about that. But you guys haven't let you um, people bring you down because maybe they weren't able to understand your kindness or understand your good intention, understand what it is that you have been, you know, feeling in your heart was the right thing to do. And people do realize, wow, this person like holds a good heart, even, you know, if the people you gave your energy to decided to treat you poorly or walk away, you guys have found a way to continue to shine that caring and loving energy out in the world. And that is quite beautiful. And you found a way to flow with it more. Maybe in the past, you guys have tried to hold on to people, even when they, you know, showed you that they didn't want to be there or they weren't able to give you what you deserve. You guys have found a way to flow a lot more with what is right for you and what isn't, without losing that side of you that's caring, that's giving, that's nurturing, and that's loving. All right, so we also have a Seven of Cups in reversed. All right. Wow, this is very interesting because I do pick up on some past energies or maybe some past people talking about this as well. When the Seven of Cups comes out in this reading, it normally like talks about options. And I do feel what I'm seeing is that a lot of you guys have a lot of talents. So that's kind of what I'm getting. So people might see you as someone kind of multi-talented, like, yes, you're intuitive, you're caring, maybe you're very creative as well. Maybe you also have like a way with words, is kind of what I'm getting. But maybe you also like have a very intelligent side of you. But you guys always chose to do what it is that you felt in your heart. Even if you had multiple things that you could have been doing, you went after that maybe a little bit unconventional thing because it brought you joy. And people talk about this like, okay, wow, this person may has had a very great education or may has had all these benefits, but they choose to do this one thing that maybe I didn't expect, or that seems to be kind of like, you know, unconventional in a way. But you guys did it anyway, and it does have people kind of talking, or people might see like, oh, this person might have options in general, you know, in their lives, whether that's romantic options or whether that's like living options or anything, doesn't matter what. You guys chose to always stay with where it was that you felt guided towards, from a place of what made you feel passionate and how you could give back to others, how you could be like, you know, this healing presence, because you felt like that, what you feel like that is what you meant to do. And people do see that and they're like, wow, that's kind of ballsy, you know. And then we have a King of Pentacles in reverse with positive affirmations. I like that because what I'm getting here is that you guys probably don't let yourself get restricted by kind of the norm. With the King of Pentacles in reverse in this reading, I'm seeing like you guys are probably very beautiful people, or you have a lot of care to offer, but you're not letting your worth, or you're not letting who you are be decided by like people in authority or men, for example. Like I'm seeing this very free spirited energy here. Like if I want to do something that's unconventional, that goes against what my family expects from me, or what society expects from me, or what bloody fucking everyone expects from me, I'm gonna do it. If I feel like I'm meant to do it, I'm gonna do it. And that's kind of the energy that I'm getting. So there's kind of this energy of you guys cannot really be controlled. You are going to do what you're feeling in your heart is right for you. And that doesn't mean you're never gonna let people in or anything like that, but that's kind of how you move. You move from a place of self-love, and people can actually sense that, wow, like this person is so in tuned, but they also move in quite a peaceful way, where a lot of people might get anxiety from all these expectations that are put on us. I'm not saying you guys never get anxiety, but people see you as someone that kind of is very peaceful with going in the direction that you feel like is right for you on a deeper level, even if it goes against everyone's expectations from you. And with the Five of Swords, I feel like you steer an element of confusion and an element of thought into people because of how you move. In a way, people don't really understand it, or maybe you even talk about this. Maybe you talk about your astrology, or you talk about something that you do that's spiritual, and people sense, wow, this has helped this person, and they come across so powerful, but I don't even really fully understand what they're talking about. It's because it's not based on necessarily logic, all that you guys do. It's more based on what you feel is right. And for a lot of people, it's confusing. But it is a compliment because not a lot of people, you know, are so in tune with what they feel is right for them that they actually follow it. I don't want to make that sound like shady or anything, but you know what I mean? All right. No, um let's do a couple more cards for. All right, I'm first gonna do a written one to see what compliments pile 2 is given behind their backs. Okay, we have laughter. Yeah, it is like people see you really enjoy what you're doing. Even if it's like very unconventional, people can see, wow, this person has a passion for that what they're talking about. And we have marriage. So this is interesting as well. Like people do see you as someone who has the possibility to have a lot of options, maybe also romantically, but you guys really do choose yourself a lot of the times, unless you feel like someone, is going to be a really good match for you, and people can sense that here as well. Yeah, I love it. We have mesmerized. How cute is it? People actually are mesmerized by the way that you heal and the way that you follow your intuition to go after what it is that feels right for you. And we have kids. Okay, that's interesting. So maybe with marriage and kids, people actually do see you as someone who has kind of like the wifey husband type of vibe to them. And that's also because of like your very healing, very caring nature is what I'm seeing. Very supportive as well, like supportive towards yourself, but also like supportive to the people around you is kind of what I'm getting. How beautiful is that energy? I love it. Anything else? Like what compliments does Pile 2 get behind their back? Yeah, again, the heart. People sense your loving, caring nature more than anything. And we have the High Priestess. That is so like strong in your reading. Your intuitive abilities, your healing abilities, your compassion, and as well love and let yourself be loved. Like you love others, but you also love yourself. Look at this, I love myself written all over her as well. Like people actually do sense that about you. Like, wow, this person doesn't move from trying to get something from someone, or needing something to boost their ego or anything like that. No, this person actually moves from the heart space. We have transform and unveil your gifts. Wow, this is just so clear. You guys showing your gifts, and people talk about your talents, and how you have transformed a lot as well, or how you help others transform. Nothing you guys do is just for you. I see what you do, you also shine on other people. And I love that energy. This is such a healing, beautiful, pure energy to read. So thank you guys for being on this channel. You have a beautiful soul. Let me say it. Let's do a couple of final messages to see what compliments Pile 2 gets behind their back. I look at your pictures on my phone. Okay, so there is definitely beauty here. People looking at what it is that you're doing. Date night, yes. People wanting to date you, kind of sensing like, wow, this is someone, like, if you wife her up, or if you, what is the word? husband him up, I don't think that's a word, you know what I mean, then this person is really going to give you a lot of love and a lot of support and just a lot of care. Yeah, I'm scared to lose you, and communication is coming. Like, people actually want to talk to you, and people are very impressed by your communicative skills. That's also what I'm seeing with this card. Something about the words you choose, a lot of words from kindness, but also a lot of words from wisdom that people really like to listen to you, is kind of what I'm hearing. And I'm scared to lose you. So yeah, people do feel like if they get really close to you, it might be quite difficult for them to move away from you, because there is something very magnetic about your energy, is kind of what I'm hearing. All right, let's leave it at that, you guys. I also uploaded my Sagittarius season messages and blessings since it started yesterday on my Patreon. May you want to check it out. You can find the link in the description. Thank you so much for being on this reading. I love you guys and have a beautiful day. Bye. Hi Pal 3, welcome to your reading. So in today's pick a card, we're seeing what compliments are you given behind your back? What positive things do people say about you? So let's just get started right away for Pal 3 Spirit. What positive things, what compliments? Yes, I like this. We have this energy of you guys being very grounded, or at least maybe having worked on becoming way more grounded within yourself. And there's this emphasis like on you guys healing yourself, maybe especially like eating very healthy. Maybe what I'm seeing is that maybe some time ago, for example, you guys have struggled a little bit more with like your physical health, or like eating healthy, feeling stable in your body, anything like that. And you guys have really been blossoming physically. I love, love, love this card. Look, it's Nourish Your Temple. Look at her beautiful shape here as well. So maybe you guys also have been working like on your body shape, for example, and just eating things that are way better for you, and growing and glowing as the beautiful soul and person that you are. There's this energy of growth. I feel so strongly drawn to this card, like of this flower kind of blossoming from you guys. And like her beautiful aura as well. Like you have an aura that comes off as very healthy, is kind of what I'm hearing, because we have make a meal underneath it. So to me, this is about you guys like eating more healthy, feeding yourself with things that are better for you. And that doesn't have to be just physical. It is what people are talking about. But I feel like a lot of you guys have been healing yourself by speaking more kindly to yourself, by, sitting with your emotions when you need to sit with your emotions. Like all of this mind, body, soul work obviously is connected, but the people actually do talk about how it's showing physically that you guys have done a significant amount of healing. So we also have watch a movie. So what I'm getting, like people might say, wow, this person is a bit more introverted. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. Like maybe you guys are very good at spending like time on your own with, maybe a couple people that you feel very close to, or for a lot of you, like maybe just your cat or like your pet in general. And people notice like, wow, this person actually seems to be in their own energy, but able to really like feed themselves with positivity even when they're on their own. And that's quite impressive, because not a lot of people are, I don't want to say a lot of people, not everyone is so comfortable with like being in their own energy, and you guys are. So as I have like take a walk, people see how much more grounded you've become, or how grounded you come across, like stable, and as well like connected to nature, someone who doesn't mind like going on walks, even if it's like on your own. For some of you, I'm even hearing that people might see you walk by, for example, and like compliment, maybe not to your face, but behind your back, like think something very positive of you, like something about your aura or something about like your physical features that people really notice. So maybe you guys don't go out as much, but when you go out, I see like actually people do um, compliment you, whether that's like in their head or maybe to someone else. That's really cute. I like that. Maybe they see how you're kind of one with nature as well, how you really blossom when you're like around nature, for example. Maybe that's a bit of your comfort zone there as well. And it's very cute. It's like this energy of you guys taking very good care of yourself and not being too bothered by being in your own energy. Maybe if you are for too long, but in general you guys are really good at like taking care of yourself in what it is that you need, is kind of what I'm hearing. Let's do some more for pile 3. The compliments that pile 3 is given behind their back, spirits. Wow, you guys, what I like a lot about the cards so far is the scenery for you guys. Like there's a lot of nature, kind of the scenery is kind of coming out. There's something very comfortable about your energy. I don't know why, but that's kind of what I'm seeing. So let's get to the cards right now. We have the 10 of Cups. I like it. It's kind of that energy of you guys being good in your own energy, being happy in your own energy. And with this 10 of Cups, it's not like you completely close yourself off to anyone around you, but it's kind of this energy of if people aren't really what I truly on a deeper level desire when it comes to my friendships or when it comes to my relationships, I'm gonna choose myself and I'm gonna choose what is making me feel comfortable and what is making me feel good. And people do notice that about you. Like there's a bit of this kind of like princess or prince energy, but in a cute way. Like yeah, like in a cute way as well. Like not you thinking you're better than someone, just you knowing what it is that, you know, resonates with you and that is good for you, that's healthy for you. Healthy is the word that comes up so strong. So I love that. And people kind of see that. Um, and they find it very interesting to kind of see you depict, or is that the word, like kind of analyze what is right for you and what isn't, for example. Very cute. And again, there's a lot of nature around you, so there's something very healing about nature to you guys, is also what I'm getting. And then we have like the death card. So this is very very interesting. I feel like some of you guys have gone through massive transformation, either in like your body or in like your eating patterns, for example, like something about the physical body, but maybe that also just relates to, you know, the emotional and mental side of things. You guys have really gone through a specific transformation, maybe where, yeah, at one point of your life, maybe you weren't always moving from what was healthy for you, or wasn't, you know, really coming from a place of really taking care of yourself the way that you do now. And people notice that about you, like you kind of cut off, is what I'm getting with this energy. Cut off a lot of things, or maybe people, you name it, or habits, or anything like that, that weren't healthy for you or in your highest good. And this took you guys quite some power to do that as well, because you didn't give in to the temptations that maybe, other people would have given into. You really chose to do what was healthy for you, and that is so strong. And people do see that about you, or they see like your body might be transforming here as well, which is very great because you guys are feeling more secure about that, and people are noticing and talking about that. What is so interesting is I said that thing about you guys taking a walk. There's something I'm picking up on, and people seeing you like out in nature, or seeing, for example, like you might have like a really nice figure, is kind of what I'm getting. And people might actually kind of get a little, oh, I don't know why I hear like, I don't want to say that, but a little turned on by you, or a little like, wow, this person is beautiful, or I wish I could like sneak off with this person, for example. I don't know why that's coming through. Um, which is quite funny actually. There's something about people when they see you, maybe they even kind of want to hide you off from the world because they think, wow, this person is something else, and I kind of want them to be all for myself. Is kind of what I'm hearing here as well. So that's quite cute. I like that. I like that all the scenery is out in nature. So yeah, tell me what that's about for you guys. Like what nature really does to your vibration, because I feel like it really elevates it. Let's see a couple of messages. What compliments is pile 3 given behind their back? Yeah, time for healing. This person has healed a lot. This person takes their time with themselves as well. Like you guys have been growing rapidly and transforming rapidly without maybe like being overproductive, or without like putting so much pressure on yourself. Like you flow with what feels right. You know when to take it easy and when to move forward, is kind of what I'm getting. And it comes across as being quite balanced. Yeah, we have you and your loved ones are safe. We have 2 water signs here, like Cancer and Pisces. So again, something very nurturing towards yourself, especially, is what I'm getting, pile 3. You very much being nurturing to yourself, putting a lot of love towards yourself, maybe because you're flowing and healing on an intuitive level as well, like with what's really right for you. And there's this ability just to let go of what isn't. And a lot of people feel very impressed by that as well. And they see that. They see that very feminine. I hear for a lot of you, even feminine, like kind of aesthetic to you. So maybe you have really nice like lips, or like curves, is what I'm getting, that people also talk about or compliment you on, either in their mind or to people. Like, wow, this person looked so like natural, beautiful, but also in a very natural sense. Like they take very, very good care of themselves, is kind of what I'm hearing. I love that. And we have Pisces energy. Yeah, there's something a bit ethereal even about you guys, about your presence. So maybe because you're so connected to nature, or to water, or to anything like that as well, like maybe there's something very ethereal, is kind of just what I'm hearing, that people really think is very beautiful, very feminine, again, a very feminine vibe, a very moon, um, yeah, very related to the moon, very healing, very caring, very nurturing, very soft in a way as well. But maybe people also, like, they see your soft side, but they do wonder kind of what's underneath the surface with this 10 of Wands and with this Death. They do wonder, like, well, what made you, like, so strong? Even though you're so soft, there's such a level of strength to you as well, is kind of what I'm getting. Maybe people don't see that right away, but I think they can sense it. They can sense it about your aura. They can sense it about how you carry yourself here as well. Might be very attractive how you carry yourself, and there's also definitely an element of like sexual attraction. So you guys are doing the right things by just being you. Yeah, you might have like a really nice voice, for example. All right, so sorry, I'm sorry, I had to charge my laptop because otherwise I couldn't continue to film. But let's do. Oh, I didn't do these. I have to do these for you guys as well to see for pile 3 what compliments. Whoa, that's a lot. Oh, I love this. What compliments do you guys get? And we're gonna take these. We have a romance. So, yes, I do feel like people actually do look at you in an attractive way, or even think, like, wow, this person is like very beautiful, or you might like want to date them, or anything like that, for example. Or with that ethereal vibe that we picked up on, like maybe there's even something a little bit romantic about you in a way, or kind of how you come across, for example. Yeah, I love it. We have royalty. You guys take so good care of yourself, and maybe that kind of shines from you as well, like elegance, royalty, and we even have fame. So you guys have something about your aura that really makes you stand out. It makes you kind of maybe even different from most, because mostly because of how good you look after yourself, is what I'm hearing. Or maybe even people kind of think, wow, this person could literally be famous. The way that they look, they could be famous, or anything like that. So we have light eyes. Maybe you guys have very beautiful eyes. People might look at your eyes, is what I'm hearing. We have fun. So people might even think about like having fun with you, or snatching you up with the party. Or if they would ever see you like at a party or something, like you would be such a good catch, and they would wanna like, yeah, they would wanna spend some time with you. It's kind of what I'm getting. How cute. I love it. So now we're gonna do some final messages to see what compliments people are giving pile 3 behind their back. What compliments? Financial increase coming. Yeah, I get that vibe of you guys. I don't know, you might dress, or you might exude a bit of that, like we saw, like royalty or luxury, elegance, in a way as well. Or with fame, maybe people even see you as someone with a significant amount of status, for example. Like there was a bit of that princess, prince, or queen, king, emperor, empress vibe to you guys, but there is a bit of luxury here that people kind of see. Like maybe you just really enjoy the finer things in life as well. And we have wifey husband material. Yes, obviously, there's something about you guys that makes you very, very attractive. And it's also like the way that you carry yourself, the way you look after yourself, but maybe also something very natural, and like independent in a way here as well. And we have if I call, would you pick it up? So maybe people would wonder like if they would talk to you, like would you yeah, would you talk to them back? Or what I saw as well is you guys have a very beautiful voice. Like maybe if people heard you like talking on the phone or anything else, people might think, wow, this person has like a very beautiful voice, or even quite a sexy voice, or something like that. Maybe very feminine, maybe very soft, is what I'm hearing as well. So that's how I'm gonna end the reading. If you guys want to see some more messages, I also uploaded a Sagittarius season reading on my Patreon channel, where I'm looking into all that you are attracting this season. And you can find all the information and the link to those readings, well, to the reading, on my description box. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and I hope to see you again on one of my other videos. Bye!